I'm back with an update on my Taginn grenade launcher video. Okay, so we're going to start with the trigger assembly, okay? I had to modify it. I removed this entire section here. I removed the fake ejector, because obviously the shell's mounted in there, it's not going to be needed. I removed it. As you see, I have sanded that flat. There it goes, close enough. As you can see, I did do that. You don't have to do that. I did it because I thought it was having issues. It wasn't. I was just being stupid. You have to trim. I trimmed that entire half of the housing, so I would have room for this inside of here. See, there's the back of the grenade. There's the pin. There's that. Now, I'm actually lucky enough. This has been sitting for 6 hours and cured enough. I can pull it out. But I was also real lucky to find out that's all it took to pull it out. Okay, so it's an AW custom tap, or high kappa style tap from Tap Airsoft. I got through their Hop Up app, and it comes from Florida. With a little bit of Teflon tape, it seals to 850 psi, or CO2 pressure. Okay, now I got no ring, and I put it right there for when I get the rifled shells, and I'm going to do another update video. But these are just some parts that I got at my local hardware store. This one seemed to slip over just fine. They're supposed to be like hose couplers or something. I don't exactly know. This is high strength epoxy JB weld, meant for 4,000 psi. It's been sitting for 6 hours. So yeah. And let's see, the only mods I've had to make is change the fill valve for the HPA tap. Now, this I had set in here, and I had squished some foam in behind it, in here, and I let it sit for a few hours. Okay, so the only real mods I've done here are mounted a switch on this side. Now, we'll get to what that goes to later. Tapped a hole here, which I honestly made too far forward. I actually have to drill it back just a little bit more, or bring it back a little bit more. I tapped this space here out. I modified the casing. I have removed the safety. It's no longer here anywhere in the setup. I have removed the shell ejector. That little fake shell ejector. I did not remove this plate. Guys, this red stuff on my hand is spray paint. Relax. I did not remove that because that actually helps hold the shell in there. Maybe. Hold on. Maybe not. Just a second. Alright, there we go. When I get it in there right, this actually locks it in place because of the lip it has. And I'm going to take this out and run it to the cylinder valve that will be located about right here. You guys saw it in the last video, and it'll run to whatever power source I choose when I get that far ahead. I have had my 3D printed shells made specifically for this inner barrel. And I actually got them 2 inches longer, so originally it'd go to like here, but now it's going to go to like here, where the rifle barrel is. So I'll get that much more accurate, it'll be a lot more accurate. And in addition to that, I'll have from what's in the shell, plus everything all the way to that solenoid, or everywhere to where the valve, all the way to here is pressurized with 850 psi. So I'm not completely sure if this is going to chuck it an extra 100 feet. I hope it doesn't, because I already get 450 feet out of it, and I think that's pretty good. You know, because you can't lob an airsoft BB 450 feet, at least not under 500 feet per second. But yeah, that's it. I can actually slide this box in here. I've been waiting to do this all day. Slide that box in there. Oh, just like that. Give you guys a little peek. Oh. Kind of helps if I actually put a pin in there. But you see where I trimmed it right there. It honestly didn't need trimming. It could have lived without it and would have been fine. But we're almost done. I need to come up to a hose, up to here, across to the solenoid, and then run the hose from that solenoid to whatever pilot hose I choose. I think I'm going to go with 90 gram or 88 gram CO2 cartridges because they're going to last a nice long time. Or I might try and opt up for the 25 gram CO2 cartridge, depending on how many shots I get out of a 12 gram CO2 cartridge with this setup. That is it. Y'all stay safe out there. Don't do nothing stupid. And drink a beer for me.